Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Kingly Way. And my name is King. So, currently, I decided to do this impromptu live stream today. So, and possibly tomorrow, I will try to schedule one. I'm supposed to interview somebody tomorrow, so I'm still waiting on that information. And Friday, I should have something scheduled because I'm going to possibly put my buddy Daniel again, and we're going to talk about some things going around Asia, and a topic would be something like what options, what should you do, and what can you do when you can't travel at this point. So just working around some things right now. So currently, I am at Holly's Coffee. And for those that don't know what Holly's Coffee is, it is a franchise coffee here in South Korea. So currently, I am in Daejeon, South Korea. So that's where I am right now. So yeah, and I actually have some people coming in. And Bob, welcome. Yeah. So it's good evening over there. Yes, I am doing well. Yeah, and Bob, I was just I was a guest on a live stream earlier today. And Ken, welcome again. Yep, things are good here for me in good old Daejeon. Yeah, now the crazy thing is this. Um, yeah, I have to show you guys something here. I've been getting so many text message. I'll kind of tell you what's going on. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so the first word says Daejeon. That's the city. So you see that number 86 to 90. Well, we have about that many cases with the coronavirus here. So that is starting to become the issue right now. It's really picking up, and we're all sitting at a coffee shop. Some of you saw my Facebook Live when I was out in downtown Daejeon. All those young college kids were going crazy and partying, so I had to get myself out of there. So yeah, and I made a quick visit to see all my friends, but it was more like, "Hi, I'm back. Nice to see you." And I think I'm gonna roll out. So that was just the best thing for me to do. So yeah, so that's one of these things. But you know, so far the current update is they have not restricted the U.S. tourists from coming here. I know Korean government just restricted something for countries like Pakistan or some parts of the Middle East. They kind of restricted them. Unless they're diplomats, they can come in. But so far, for the United States, you still can come. And of course, I'm sorry to repeat myself because I'm thinking in case you're a new viewer and don't know what's going on here, you ready? So already know it's going to be a 14-day quarantine at $82 a day, which would be $1,200. So yeah, and it's tough because as some of you subscribers are asking me, okay, King, is Korea an option? Yeah, it's an option as long as we kind of would know that we can go from Korea to Vietnam, Korea to Philippines, Korea to Thailand. And then I heard there's some news that Vietnam might be opening up. So I don't even know. So yeah. So we're still waiting. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put the comments up on the screen. Look who showed up. Yes. If you guys know Mike from Lift My Ass Off, yes. Yeah, thanks for the compliment on the blue microphone. Yeah. Yeah, he has a channel there, and he's based in Bangkok, Thailand. So Yep, go check out his channel. He's what we call the cool kids table. So his theme is cool kids table. I think mine will be called the inner circle. I've been yeah, those things be keeping me up at night. But let me go back and get so Bob, yeah, thank you. I want to make sure your thing gets there. So and Ken, yep. So I want to make sure I feature your comments here. Okay, and Ken, unless things change, I'm planning to come to South Korea October 1st. I want to get out here before the US elections. I'll vote before I leave. Yes. So, yeah, I wish we knew the answer. Yeah. Now, FYI, Ken, make sure you bring a warm jacket in October. It gets really cold here. Usually mid September, yeah, gets really cold. So, yeah, so dress warm. I should still possibly be here in October, so I look forward to seeing you here if you get here. Let's see. Okay, you're on the bus to Koh Samui. Let's live stream when I'm at the beach tomorrow. Okay, definitely. I'll let you know because I'm supposed to have a guest tomorrow. So if my guest doesn't come through, Mike, yeah, I'll open it up. So yeah, yeah, this live. I'll tell you this, Mike. This live stream thing is like getting so addicting. I haven't had a chance to go do a walking tour. I've been so addicted to this. So today, after I finish, I might try to go do a walking tour because I know I've been getting requests to see walking tour. So I'll kind of do something like Asia Unscripted does. Yeah. Actually, I need to contact Jason, see if he would come onto my live stream and be willing to put his face on there. Because I do have a face to who Asia Unscripted is, but I don't know if all of you do. But I don't know if he'd be open to put his face out there. So if he doesn't, I'm not going to force him to do that. But yeah, of course, we all know Mike. Yeah, you can't miss Mike. So yeah, but yeah, Mike, I don't know how you do it. 8 hours and 25 minutes, you have that record. So maybe maybe one day you're gonna probably end up doing 12 hours. Yeah. So all good. Didn't know, but the beach isn't going anywhere. Yeah. So I'll keep you up to date. But definitely, yeah, I want to jump on, and since I've been to Thailand, yeah, I miss Thailand. So once those restrictions lift, I love to come back to Thailand. So yeah, it is so much fun to hang out in Thailand. Cool kids table. Yeah. So everyone's a cool kid. So and everyone's in the inner circle. So definitely. So yeah. But I do hope that Korea keeps letting us Americans come in, letting everyone else come in. So yeah, so definitely, yeah, definitely Ken. So yes, so far, yeah, I've been on that IATA site every day checking. So far, yeah, Americans still come in. Now I heard news that for Thailand they have a little step of who can come in. So they talked about Koreans, China, Japan to come in. This was according to the Chiang Mai News. So, Mike, you might know something if you're still here. But yeah, I was reading the article step by step who can come in. Now, this is where I wish I had a South Korean passport along with my US, because in Thailand, you get 90 days. So I don't have to really worry too much about it. But as Americans, we only get 30, or you come in under a 60-day, then you can extend for 30 days. And then you got to kind of like go take a flight off and just roll out. So that's one of the things about Thailand. So yeah, or once you're over 50, you can get an O visa. Because I remember blogger Foreigner Joe. He did a video where he went to the Thai consulate in Dallas, and got his O visa. And he was even speaking about, like, yeah, if you have that O visa in Thailand, they they kind of, you know, don't give you too many hassles because you're contributing to the, to the Thai government, because you got to have a certain amount of money in your bank account. So that's one thing I was learning. Once you become 50 and over, yeah, get the old visa, and it's good for a year. And then the question mark is, do you have to do the 90-day check-in? That's like one of the frustrations, because when I went to Thailand, I did meet a lot of expats that are there, and they went on a 90-day check-in. So I spoke to a lot of guys. Yeah, that's what most guys get frustrated about. All right. But another thing, going back to South Korea, one thing I do love here is I like the coffee culture. Yeah. Look, so I actually they're starting to give me like super venti size. So I have a super venti iced coffee here. So yeah, one thing, just like Vietnam, the coffee culture is great here in Korea. Now, so Bob says, I wish an interview with immigration minister of Thailand, and he said you can re-up 3 times without leaving. Okay, so that's good to know. So the question is, if you re-up, you can extend, or do you have to make a border hop? So that's one of the things, because I've heard 2 different stories. And then you can border hop instead of fly out, since they have those 2 main, airports there. Of course, I do like Suvarnabhumi Airport. I love the airport link, and I like to show up in the daytime so I can just pack light, hop on the airport link, head to Makasan, then get on this MRT, and then head to whatever BTS that I need to head to. So yeah, I still have those cards, so I want to use them again. So only thing that's a little annoying in Thailand is you have to carry like 3 different cards: airport link card, MRT card, and a rabbit card. And I heard, like, if I have to re-up the rabbit card, I have to show my passport. So before I didn't have to show my passport, but after I left, my buddy goes, yeah, King, you need to show your passport for the first time when you re-up the rabbit card. So FYI, just learned something there. So yeah. Okay. He stayed. If you could extend, how true it is, only he knows. Yeah. So yeah. But one thing I know for sure, Bob, is like if you do the get the O visa, the it's good for a year, and then you just got to do a 90-day check-in. But sometimes for them, the O visa, they don't need to go to Chiang Watana. They can go to one of the downtown places, and sometimes they do that for you. So, and then I had a friend who lives in South Korea right now. He's a blogger, and he lived in Thailand and owned a condo. So he did the 90-day check-in. He did a video on that. So now he's hanging out here back in Korea because he needs to make some money. So yeah. So that's another thing with Korea. And of course, even in Thailand, yeah, you could teach English in Thailand, but usually the problem with Asia is, I'm sorry to say this, we have age discrimination. We have a serious age discrimination. And same thing here in Korea too. So yeah. So there's times like, but like probably for the older gentlemen like myself, we can actually let's see, probably work adults, you know. Sometimes it's good if you're older with adults, professionals. They like that. Of course, in Korea, they usually want a nice looking female. Yeah, so there's times I applied and I'm like, hey, I have the same visa that you're asking for. They go, no, they want a woman teaching the class. So that's one of the things that I deal with. But yeah, but usually the older you are, it's not a bad idea because most of the older guys teach maybe at a university here. But the thing is, they retire you out at 65 here. That's the issue. And same thing with a lot of the Southeast Asian countries. I don't know about China, but I have some of the subs that teach in China. So those are some of the issues there we're dealing with. Now, of course, I wish Korea would give more than 90 days because the key would be, of course, if everything's open, you know, most of most guys won't come to Korea unless you have a real reason to be here, because the cheaper places are like Vietnam and Thailand, Malaysia. Those are much cheaper places. Of course, the reality, our normal right now is, yeah, this is the only place right now that's really open. Japan has not opened the doors, and I really like going to Japan. Yes, it's super expensive, but yeah, Japan is cool. For example, like the thing that impresses me about Japan is like the the spatial awareness of the people. You know, for some reason they're just so courteous. Like they know, like you're coming, and they're just so aware. And I could be wrong, but that's what I experienced. Where in Korea, it's the size of what, South Dakota or Iowa, and I always get bumped into in Korea. But in Japan, it doesn't happen as much. So that was impressive to me. You know, so that's one thing I liked about Japan. So yeah, and then of course I love sushi and those ramens in Japan. So those are fun to deal with, and the infrastructure, yeah, it's definitely great. So, and I've actually met a lot of Japanese guys in Cebu. There's actually a Japanese Filipino language exchange. So I got to hang out with them. So yeah, they all mistaken me for being Japanese. They didn't know that I was American from a Korean descent. So that was the interesting part that had. And then one guy, I mistaken him for Korean because had the Korean features, but he was actually Japanese. No, I was like, dude, you look like you're from my motherland country. So that's another thing. But yeah, and just FYI, so here, as I'm looking, yeah, if I was using my phone, I would take you guys like on a tour and show you the background here. Because one thing about this area, it's a real affluent area. The place is called Yusungu. And when we say gu, it means it's like a little neighborhood, or dong is neighborhood, just like the barangay in the Philippines. So it is a nice little area. I wish the foot spa is open. See, it's usually a free foot spa. You could put your feet in the nice warm water and let your feet relax. But due to the situation, they decided to shut that down. Yeah, it was kind of nice because I would just go and put my feet inside the Yusung foot spa. It was free. When are sometimes foot spas free? So that's one thing I really enjoy is putting my feet inside that foot spa, and they have these air sprays where you can spray off the water and get dry. And then if you want, there was a little restaurant next door if you wanted to go eat some food. Yeah, it was perfect. And of course, a lot of the elders come there. That's usually there most of the times elders. So yeah. Oh, oh, hello, Amira. Yes, nice. Yes, Amira, I sent you a Facebook message. So if you would like to be on my stream tomorrow, I like to, send a message out to all the subs and even your subs that you'll be on my live stream tomorrow. So yeah. So for some of you, Amira Venture, she has a YouTube channel. She is based in Cebu City. So she does a lot of good videos going around the Philippines. Yeah. So in a way, I'm a little jealous of her because she's only 19 and she's doing that. I did not do that at 19. I discovered doing a lot of this traveling stuff late because, you know, I'm constantly was working back when I was 19. So yeah. So yeah, everyone check out her channel. And for those that, excuse me, go to Cebu, she does a lot of tours of all the malls and the other islands and beaches. So yeah, so it's a fun channel to watch. And for me, it was like, oh, I'm familiar with this place. I've been here. So that was kind of nice, huh? And of course, it was so weird watching Ayala Mall, you know, be a ghost town because Ayala Mall, what I'm used to is that place is always crowded. Yeah, constantly crowded. So definitely. So, yep. So, yep, Amira, check your messenger and we can talk about what we're going to do tomorrow. So, yeah. All right. So, getting back at hand, another thing here is let's see. Yeah. Another thing that I'm trying to do is try to get as many guests on here. I'm trying to even find a mixture of guests, you know, that can bring us some content. Because I know in Geo's channel and sometimes in Paul's channel, there's a few of the subs that asked about, let's see, like, what about living on a province? Or what about, and how does some expats live on a province? So I'm checking out a few channels in the Philippines, the guys that are farming in the province. So I wanted to maybe try to get a hold of them, but I'm just trying to watch your videos and get a little more information. Okay. All right, Mira. Yep, I'll talk to you soon. So stay safe too out there in Cebu. So yeah. But yeah, so this is what my goals are working on. And you subs, you can tell me who would you like to see, So so I'm trying to now network around and trying to find some a mixture of good bloggers that can, you know, help us and they'll bring some good value to us. Go, oh yeah, I'm not a city guy, but I'm a agricultural guy. This is what I need. I want to live in the province. So, I want to try to bring as many options. So, yeah, you guys can help me out by saying, what do you want to see? Or if you got bloggers that can benefit all of us, yeah, I'd like to connect with some of them and see who I can bring. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of scheduling. Now, I'm going to show you my yellow magic book. So, yeah, I decided to get the sticker. So this represents the city that I'm living in and my motherland country of South Korea. So I even have a list where I'd like to be a guest. And another thing is I like guests to come onto my channel and just provide even updates. And then there's like a couple guys. I don't mind doing a weekly thing with them where we just give like updates, special updates like, okay, this is happening. Oh, nope, this is not happening. Oh, wait, so we can at least do our best to help each other get updates. So, yeah. And then, of course, in the Philippines, it's still going back and forth. Now, I did see a video, and this is the YouTuber. This YouTuber is called Asian Boss, and Asian Boss is based in South Korea. So, and they do content about all the Asian countries. They do content from about North Korea, South Korea, Vietnam, Philippines. So they currently, there was a video about 3 weeks ago. They were talking to the third police officer in charge, and they interviewed him. He goes, "This is why we don't call it a lockdown. We call it an ECQ, enhanced community quarantine, or we call it a general community quarantine. This is why." So, okay, it was cool. He explained it, but it still kind of made me cringe a little. Like, you know, okay, I understand why you did it, but some things don't make sense. It's like a lot of thought was not put into the thing. And of course, I know the frustration for some of the guys that are 60 and over in the Philippines. They're not allowed to go out. And, when you're talking about a 60-year-old that grew up in a first world country with modern medicine, and, they're in good shape, they're an able body. And, I've been around 60-year-old men that are in good shape. They're just like in good shape, like they're in their 20s and 30s, and they're sitting here like, dude, I can go and get my groceries with no problems, but they can't go out. So really, yeah, it really sucks for those guys. So yeah, and then I saw a recent video from Geo about now why the expats want to get out of the Philippines because of the ECQs. It's just so limited. It's extremely limited right now, and they can't get out and about. You can go get essentials, but yeah, it's really tough on those guys. So yeah, and then here's another interesting thing, and this is for bloggers. So now they're talking about taxation of the bloggers. So, and because there are a lot of Filipino and Filipina bloggers out there, they're actually making a good amount of money on it. So the government wants to maybe start taxing them on them. Because, yeah, I actually went on Social Blade to look, and I'm like, wow, the money they're bringing in is, is like more than some of us Westerners. Yeah, more than a pension. And it's like, wow. So that's one of the things that I've been seeing. So they wanted to maybe tax the locals. And then the question mark is, okay, because most of us, Western bloggers, where did we register? I registered mine in the U.S. If I get anything, well, of course, I'm not monetizing at all, but everything I get is using U.S. dollars. Every job I do is U.S. dollars. And if I do another job, unless I'm an English teacher in Korea, then I'll receive the Korean won. So those are usually my two payments that I receive on occasion. So if I decide to teach English, yeah, I'll be Korean won. So yeah, I've never earned any money in the Philippines or Thailand. So yeah, I've never earned any baht or pesos. But yeah, it's interesting. Or if we're blogging in the Philippines, can we get reported and they can just come after us? And even if I make no pesos at all, so it's interesting to know. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens on that. So that's something that I'm gonna be checking out. Like, but they're thinking about taxing them. So that's one of the things. Yeah. So let's see. So I'm 30 minutes in. I'm gonna try to maybe go another 10 to 15 minutes because I do need to go get some lunch. I'm getting a little hungry, but I just wanted to just do a quick little live stream here. So if there's any more comments or questions, go ahead and ask me while I'm here. Cause yep, it's gonna be that time. I gotta go get some grub, and then I gotta try to get a tour going. And earlier today, I was a guest on this channel here, and let me type out the channel. Yep. So yep, her name is Melanie. So I was her guest earlier today on Content Player. So yeah, so I had a chance to just interview and talk about Korea, what I liked about it. So yeah. Oh, look who's here. Yes. What a question. Where do babies come from, Jason? That's a great question. Let's see. They come from. What's the best answer to this, Jason? They come from the stork and it flies the baby in. So, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely. The fun answer. Yep. Okay. Thanks, Amira. I'll check the next with this live stream. Thank you. And yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Asia Unscripted. I didn't mean to hide you. Show him. Yep. So for those that know Asia Unscripted, he does walking tours. So yes, and he actually just moved from IT Park to Cebu Business Center. So yeah, I was watching your video, Jason. Yeah, watching that tall condo you live in. So must be a sigh of relief, isn't it? That you have to that you can kind of change the scenery instead of IT Park every day. And as soon as things open up, yeah, I look forward to seeing all those other places you usually would go to. Yeah. So yeah, it was nice to see the CDO one with the 4 malls. So yeah, so if you guys know Asia Unscripted, check it out. Okay, let's see. Oh, people said there's a lot of wind in that video. Need to figure out how to fix that one. Yeah. So yeah, well, I think it was a little bit windy. Yeah. I don't know what you use. I don't know if you use a microphone. Yeah. And I actually have a new blogging camera I got to use, which puts out better quality. But it's been tough because, yeah, I've been hanging out on these live streams like crazy. So definitely. But yeah, I look forward to seeing, yeah, seeing more stuff. Yeah, you definitely did move to change the scenery. Yeah, yeah. I remember you said, yeah, I have another buddy uses iPhone 11 because he was telling me, he used to carry a big blogging camera. My buddy who's in Korea, but he was a Thailand blogger. He was like, yeah, I don't want to go back to DSLR. I just rather use my iPhone 11. And it kind of still gives like almost 4K quality, at least 1080 to 4K. So yeah, I was thinking about getting an iPhone 11, but things a little expensive. That's the thing. Especially here in Korea, I don't want to buy one. I don't want to be stuck in paying a load of money. But yeah, but usually I use Samsungs here. Since the reason I buy Samsung or LG, there's a Samsung on every corner. So in case my screen cracks, something breaks, I can run the Samsung and they'll get it done in like 10 minutes. So one time my screen cracked, course, it cost me an arm and a leg. Cost me almost $80, and but that thing was done in 10 minutes. He just went, here you go. So yeah, and the new iPhone SE is out, so I'm not sure how good the camera is on that. Yeah, and I know, Jason, you've been using that gimbal, the DJ Osmos gimbal, the same because I bought one right there in IT Park. So yeah, so I've been using that one too. So yeah, so that gimbal is pretty good. So yeah, I actually like that one. But yep, so my goal is to make some tours today. So yeah, and of course, welcome. I have 9 of you here watching. So as if Filipino bloggers goes, 9 million viewers. So yeah, so definitely, yep, the Osmo Mobile 3. Yeah, that's a good gimbal for your phone. So yeah. Oh, I want to bring this up so some of you will know. Hanging out with the OFW Filipino bloggers, it's been quite an adventure. But first, I want to take care of the comment here, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. Yeah, when it comes to iPhone, it's better to get the local service or internationals. I know I'm not saying this right, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Definitely. So yeah, so when there's like 9 or 10 streamers, going back to the Filipino blogger jargon, they all say, I have 9 million viewers. So that's one of the things I learned. Another interesting thing is, of course, you probably guys, the ones that live in the Philippines, give me here's a shout out to Asia Unscripted. Here's a shout out to Ken. Here's a shout out to Amira. Here's a shout out to the King Leeway. That's a common thing. And some of you probably seen that in Gio Ricky's live streams when a Filipino comes in. Yeah, shout out. So yeah, so I'm learning Filipino English YouTube jargon. And here's another one that's pretty cool. What's a cool one is, I'm gonna give you a jacket, and you guys wondering, give me a jacket. What is it? Or I'm gonna take away your jacket. Well, and most of these OFW Filipino bloggers, they make a bunch of you moderators. So it's just kind of like welcoming you to the family. So yeah, so you're like really welcome to family. And another cool thing is, there's I have not I've seen barely any trolls on them. Everyone is pretty cool, you know. Everyone is just like a family in there. So it's kind of like really being in a Philippines household. That's like the closest thing right now because, we can't go to the Philippines. So, yeah. So when I say get a jacket, you get to get the blue moderator wrench and you get to be the moderators with the Filipino families. And what they do is another term they say, make friends, make friends. Yeah. So you can make friends and you can, put your link to your channel, or you can help people post their link. So yeah, it gives us a lot of time to put other people's link, or I'll tell them, look, I'm going to be a guest on Live My Ass Off. So come in, hang out with us, come meet some friends over there. Or when I'm in Gio or Paul's live stream, yeah, I would post their link. So it gives me that freedom. They welcome your family to network with each other. Oh, and another one, and I'll probably mention this, Paul, so some of you are already going to get this knowledge before those views in Paul. I'm going to come to your house, or come to my house. So in the Philippine jargon, YouTube English jargon is, I'm going to check out your channel, and you check out my channel. So yeah, I think it's cool. And another thing they do, this is really cool, is they play all these fun games. So they'll say, they'll have a box and they'll have like a beauty product. They go, okay, what's in the beauty product? The winner gets watch time. Or one goes, I'll give you 50 pesos load. I said, oh, to my smart and globe because I still have my phone. I say, gimme, gimme. Of course, me being me, I'd be like, what's in the box? Mango pie from Jollibee's, burrito from Army Navy, Landers Pizza. So I'd be a little annoying. But yeah, it's a fun little community, and for like the expats that that never like dealt with a Filipino household or Filipino family. Right now, that's like the closest thing you can get. But the truth of the matter, it is a welcoming community. They're happy to come by and say, "Hey, hi, I'm here," and let's hang out. So yeah, it's like a real community with all the Filipinos and Filipinas. It's really fun. So that's what I've been kind of been doing too. I've been hanging out at every live stream. I know it's wearing me thin a little bit, but I really like it. I really enjoy it. So that's something I would recommend for some of the newbies that haven't been to the Philippines. Go. I would even recommend go hang out at some of these bloggers places and of course. I know it could be a little overwhelming when they're speaking Visayan or Tagalog, but if you come in speaking English, they'll switch the tone for you. They'll switch the language for you because they know I don't. Yeah, I don't speak a lot of Visayan. All I know is like pila ayala ma when I ask the taxi driver or the hubble hubble. Pila is how much or pila. you know, rice and chicken. Something like that. So that's one of the things. So definitely. So those are one of the things in the Filipina YouTube blogger community. It is a fun little community to hang out. So this is something I might talk about because I will be a guest as long as I'm still scheduled. I got to talk to Paul and O Dog, see if I am guest. I'm gonna probably go on his live stream. So because he usually does a Sunday live stream, so I'm fine with his audience hanging out. So this will be like my second complete interview with Paul. We did one in Dumageddon together, so now this time we'll be separated thanks to StreamYard. So I really like StreamYard, but I'm gonna probably try out some other streaming products. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, it's fun times. We all just come and hang out at the inner circle here. So yeah. So I'm going to stay on a couple minutes. So if you guys have any last minute comments or any questions, feel free to ask me. Because that Korean food down the street is calling me. My all you can eat meal is calling me. It's like, how many? It's only like 200 yards from here. I'm going to go downstairs and go eat it. Yeah, it is calling me and calling me. So, yeah, definitely. So, yep. So, any more? Okay. So, yeah. So, FYI, yeah, that's my advice. If you have the time, yeah, I'll recommend some of the live streamers. And then the one I've already been a guest on. Oh, look who showed up. Yeah, babe. That's my girlfriend. She showed up. She has her VPN works so she can keep tabs on me. Yes. So, yep, that's my girlfriend, Chinky Bars. Yeah, she's over there in good old China. VPN is working. Good. So that's one of the things. Okay, so yep. So here's the one I was on this morning. Sorry to repeat this. Contemplator. She does little fun games. So it's up to you. That's even a term we hear a lot. It's up to you. All right. Okay, so I need to go eat. So for those that showed up, thank you very much for showing up to this mock live stream. I should have one scheduled, so just keep a lookout. I might be interviewing someone tomorrow, and I know I'll probably be on Friday, and then Thursday I might just hang out with you guys when Geo goes live. So I'm just trying to like coordinate with all the bloggers here. All right. So wherever you are, stay safe, take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. So goodbye, good night, have a great day, and have a good evening. Take care. Bye.